So today's our topic is Ryanair flying 2 kilos to the sun, the case study. So let's start with summary. Unlike any other European airline, Ryanair DAC had long experienced impressive growth and performance thanks to its well-designed and ruthlessly executed low-cost carrier business model. However, the limits of growth did begin to appear at which the company adjusted its business model with an increased emphasis on customer orientation. As a result, cracks in the business model appeared and labor issues came to the fore. Now let's discuss what are the key issues. So firstly we have flight cancellation. Some of their flights were cancelled without prior notice, which had a negative impact on customers. Airport capacity. One of the key problems is the capacity of the airport in Europe, which caused disruptions in the traffic control. After that, we have Europe has experienced some major UK related tourism problems over last years. Ryanair makes around 25% of its profits with UK tourists, now up for grabs. And lastly, we have lack of guard personnel. Ryanair has far fewer guard personnel to compensate for aircraft delays. After that, let's discuss what is the market cycle of the case company. The market cycle of the Ryanair company is dependent on functionality as per regional expectations, as it is a global company. Its goal is to maintain the dominance that previously had over its local competitors, which is constantly being strengthened. Secondly, there is a strong concentration of emerging markets due to the huge potential seen for emerging markets. Third, the airline must ensure that Emirates Airline is able to meet the expectations demanded by its manufacturers. And finally, is missing in the ad campaign, therefore, it needs to launch campaigns to promote Ryanair's airline sustainable living plan among its customers. After that, let's discuss exploration of various alternatives and effect in decision making. Minimizing long-term cost, expanding existing bases, increased bases, making facilities more efficient. Different airlines have been closed, which increases opportunities for others. Geographics, demographics, and strategies. Now we have choosing the best alternative and your recommendations for preferred outcome. Analyze flight routes, analyze passenger volume, increase frequency on high traffic routes, launch new advertisement campaign for regaining confidence of public and company's image. Offer more morning flights, mobile app development, easier to use than the website. Improve quality of service and plan. Improve discounts on fares. Eliminate routes with least profits. It's the basic question how to do it, what to do when, or timing of action plan. How are you going to take action? Ryanair Airlines CEO management indicated extraordinary possibilities by choosing ideal options to achieve the goal and guide the organization towards its ultimate goal. The board and its group focused for the most part on impact on people through advances in business methodologies as they began to perceive people as people rather than as customers. Ryanair Airlines CEO also indicated extraordinary activities in a focused correspondence mission to make people aware of its incentive new systems. Ryanair must acquire new foundations and enter new courses that interact with those foundations and achieve a reasonable interest in what Ryanair should undertake to vigorously promote in those regions which are new to Ryanair. After that, we have what is the company's vision statement. So it is to firmly establish itself as Europe's leading low-fare scheduled passenger airline through continuous improvements and expanded offerings of its low-fare services. After that, we have what is the company's mission. The mission is to offer low fares that generate increased passenger traffic while maintaining a continuous focus on cost containment and efficiency operations. Now let's discuss Pastel Analysis and identify key factors and counter strategies. So firstly, we will be describing the critical factor, then reasons, and after that the actions or strategies. So P in Pastel stands for political factors, which a government may influence the economy. Brexit is an uncertain challenge for doing business. The demand is lowered by terrorist attacks in Europe. Laws and rules by government were imposed as they operate in secondary market. Actions need to take every government. After that we have E. E stands for economical factors in Pastel. These factors include exchange rate, inflation, interest rate that affect the company. The increment in tax has decreased their profits. Increase in oil prices has negative impact on airline industry. So it should purchase oil on contract basis. After that we have S, that stands for social. It includes attitude, demographic and lifestyles, and low cost for tickets. So they should introduce new airline at cheaper air travel ticket. T in Pastel stands for technological factors. So it may be related to innovation and digital marketing. So they launched websites for online booking. And it should introduce apps for online booking as smartphones are used all around the world. E. That stands for factors that may damage the environment. Air traffic of airplane may cause air pollution. Ryanair had too many airplanes which could have concern for their air pollution. So they should do some CSR activities for compensation. L. That stands for legal factors. These factors include different laws that are directly affecting the business. Emission regulation by EU which can increase its cost. And it must follow the legislation and purchase planes with lowest emissions. Let's analyze the changing industry structure in which each company is operating by using Porter's five forces model. How did company counter the changes and challenges of the industry? Competitive forces in which company is operating by using Porter's five forces model. So firstly we will be discussing the critical factors, then we will be defining them and we will be providing reasons, and after that we will be determining the level, and finally we will be providing the actions and strategies. So firstly we have threat of new entrants. There are threats of new entrants. The airline sector is profitable so may attract new businesses to come in it. But the cost is too high. Europe has large number of airports and clear routes, but the oil prices and airplanes costs are too high for new businesses to enter into the market. It's low. It must maintain their quality and be focused on providing low cost air tickets. Bargaining power of suppliers. Suppliers can use their bargaining powers while supplying the raw materials. Ryanair holds important scale of power over Boeing because it will simply switch to airliner anytime in case of high value charged by Boeing. Fuel suppliers, unions, staff, pilots, hosts, field services will be the supplier of Ryanair, and it is high. And it should maintain the best relationships with their suppliers. Bargaining power of buyers. Buyers can use their bargaining power while purchasing. There are large number of airlines in the market of Europe with premium services. The buyer power of bargaining is higher if the competition is high. So buyer can switch to competitor and it is high. It must maintain high quality services and ensure customer loyalty. Threat of substitute products. Threat of substitute product is the threat of same products that company is offering. Threat of substitute product is high as there are buses for traveling and there are at low cost and it is high. So it should charge reasonable price for air ticket. Now we have rivalry. A rivalry between competitors. The major rivalry are Lufthansa, EasyJet, Liberia, Aer Lingus, Air France, KLM and SAS, and its level is high. So it must focus on expansion and quality services. After that we have, you are advised to conduct a strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats known as SWOT analysis for company and provide strategic suggestions based on analysis. Opportunities. Good scope for increasing ancillary revenues using My Ryanair Always Getting Better program and decline the segment of charter flights. It should avail these opportunities. Threats. Brexit reduction in GDP putting prices downward. Fluctuations in fuel prices. Low cost carriers in the region. Staff shortages in ATC and Europe strikes. Increased taxes of Irish corporations. It should convert threats to opportunities. Strength. Establishment in European market which covers 1800 routes including plus 200 destinations. Great balance sheet, consistency in shareholders returns, low cost base of Ryanair, point to point flights of Ryanair for short distance locations. Strengths should be matched with opportunities and they should maintain their strengths and shouldn't lose that. Weakness. Bad relations with laborers and change in compensation arrangements of employees. Fleet expansion can result in overcapacity. They should implement the conversion strategies to convert weaknesses to strengths. After that we have, what are the 4 criteria of sustainable competitive advantage which the company uses? Its resources and capabilities to get competitive advantage and why is it so successful in it? Number 1. Flights of short haul with increased efficiency and reduced flight time. Number 2. High frequency with 9 flights per day per plane. Low fares. No frills, which means no extra charges for unnecessary items. The sustainable competitive advantage provides a company more secure environment where its services cannot be matched and they have to make strategies when growing in